Hey, it's the Empire, Boxing Empire, Box for Boxing. Now, former unified, the first boxing heavyweight Mexican champion in boxing history, Andy Ruiz. Man, he was supposed to fight WBA regular champion Manuel CHAR. And Manuel CHAR, he was so adamant of calling this guy out. Manuel CHAR was like, "Yeah, man, let's fight. I'll fight you in Mexico. Let's go get it. Yeah, let's go." And Manuel CHAR, he got cold feet in the end of the day, and he didn't get the fight. Why? Manuel CHAR hasn't fought since 2017. So I'm gonna put the blame on Manuel CHAR. I'm gonna say the reason why Andy Ruiz is not getting this fight is because Manuel CHAR. Now I could be wrong, but what I do know is Andy Ruiz has another fight lined up, and from far as I'm concerned, Manuel CHAR does not. Right now, who is Andy Ruiz gonna fight? Well, Andy Ruiz versus Chris AREOLA agreed to terms to fight in late 2020. Not only that, they said they targeted this fight to happen in November. Now, man, Mexicans love to say they love going toe-to-toe and that they're warriors. And, CHAR happened to be, I wouldn't call him a coward, but he got cold feet. So the real warrior, Chris AREOLA, stood up and said, "You know what? I'll fight this guy. I'll fight my fellow Mexicano. I'll fight him. Let's get it." So they're going to fight each other, man. This is a really big deal. If you didn't know, Andy Ruiz and Chris AREOLA go really far back. And when, Andy Ruiz was a kid, they used to spar in Southern California. If you didn't know, Chris AREOLA and Andy Ruiz, they both fight out the same location in Southern California. And they've been fighting each other for a long time now. I actually linked this link in the video, but Andy Ruiz talks about how when Chris AREOLA was fighting for a title, he always wanted to be the first Mexican heavyweight champion. And it was sort of funny. He was saying that, he wished Chris AREOLA, he said, "Man, you know what? It sounds bad and everything, but I sort of wish he didn't become the first heavyweight champion. And so I wish he sort of lost those fights." And if you didn't know, when Chris AREOLA was fighting for his titles, he fought Bermane Stiverne twice. He fought him twice. Right, and those were fights where Bermane Stiverne was the guy. He was the man, and he happened to beat Chris AREOLA. And I believe one of those times were by KO. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris AREOLA was a big deal at the time. He was undefeated. He was fighting all the top guys. Right, he had a regional belt, the Mexican belt. Basically, he was like the #1 ranked Mexican heavyweight champion, much like the European has the European title. And there's regional titles around the world, right? So Chris AREOLA was extremely talented and a big deal at the time when he was fighting for the heavyweight title, right? He just had all the momentum behind him. For one thing or another, he just didn't win a title. It wasn't his time, but he's gonna have one big hoorah by fighting my boy Andy Ruiz. Now I'm really excited to see this fight, man. I think this is a really big deal, and this is a really big deal for Mexico. Now, in my opinion, the thing is, once Andy Ruiz lost to Anthony Joshua, he lost a lot of the Mexican fan base. And what he wants to do right now is unify the fan base under one unified team. And you're going to have to beat all the heavyweight Mexican champions, all the heavyweight Mexican contenders that are around you to solidify the dominance over the country, right? There's a lot of times in boxing how you'll get top fighters in their region. Let's say, for example, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., two top black fighters from America, dominate the sport of boxing, fighting the amateurs and all that stuff, but they never saw each other. Or a Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. Two top fighters in their own country grew up together, spar each other, but never fight each other. And these fights, people were, really wanted to see, but never got. Andy Ruiz is going to make it happen. He's going to see two heavyweight Spanish fighters fight each other and to become the best of the best within the region. So this is a really good fight, man. It's a fight that's really needed, and it will definitely boost Andy Ruiz's resume if he can, beat Chris AREOLA. Chris AREOLA is an extremely talented fighter. Throws a lot of punches. Is just crazy with the guy. I like Chris AREOLA. The guy fought a decent fight against my boy Deontay Wilder came forward, and you know, it was a great fight. Now, if you guys didn't know, Chris Ariola's last big fight was Adam Kanaki, and they broke the record of the most punches thrown in heavyweight history, right, when they fight each other. So that's the level Chris Ariola's at. He went toe-to-toe with Adam Kanaki, and it was a unanimous decision for Adam Kanaki, but it was a back-and-forth fight. It was a fight where they threw the most punches, and they just went all in. So you're guaranteed an exciting heavyweight fight when you see Andy Ruiz versus Chris Ariola. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'm really excited to hear about this. You know, too bad about MANUEL and CHAR. I don't know what's happening with WBA. I don't know why this guy still has a title. I don't even know who's gonna fight. Nothing. No one knows nothing. No one knows nothing. So we're gonna see what happens with the WBA regular title. Like I said, it's been 3 years. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But yeah, we're gonna see sooner or later about MANUEL and CHAR. There's no reason why this guy should have the belt for 3+ years, 4+ years, fighting no one. It's mind-boggling. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Chris Ariola, Andy Ruiz. Like, comment, subscribe. Just the Empire. Geobasket Empire. Peace.